Hello friends. One of the secrets of a long life is having something to look forward to. That might be one of the reasons why bonsai growers often live long life. They prune their bonsai so they look good and think, well, next year this bonsai would look even better. And next year they think about year after that, and on and on and on. But what happens when the bonsai master no longer can take care of his bonsais? It happened recently to Mr. Teshima. He's in his mid-90s now and no longer can see well enough to take care of his bonsais. So he had a sale, and other bonsaists organized in the bonsai club that he started some 40-50 years ago came and purchased his bonsais to take care of. And his friend Emil Valpoon gathered photos of his garden and had them printed into a book. He made 2 copies, one for the family and the other one for you. Enjoy. On the cover you can see Mr. Teshima with his o'o stick made of hard metal, flattened on the end, with which he was digging a little trees that were encroaching on a native species, and conservationists wanted them destroyed. But before being destroyed, his club would come and look at thousands or millions of seedlings to dig out the small leaf cultivars of wild olives, or dozens of vines of white honeysuckle to dig out the ones with the thickest trunk. Further in the book are photos of his bonsais, starting with some of his junipers. Here is Mr. Teshima pruning. Here is his small leaf cultivar of Suriname cherry that he had in his yard, planted in the ground. A unique cultivar because it has a very, very small leaves. His brother discovered it in a hedge of Pacific Botanical Garden where for decades he was a groundskeeper. Mr. Teshima had 3 brothers. They were all dedicated gardeners, each one his own way. Here is Mr. Teshima at the annual bonsai exhibit. Here is his bougainvillea, Ficus nerifolia. More plants and more plants. This is how to spell his name. Ironwood. This is a very long leaf ironwood, native to Australia. Here is a special bumpy ficus that has a burl grown at its base. Here are two rock plantings, rook over rock style, each one differently way designed. A bonsai gardener is an artist who designs not with a pencil or paint, but with the plants, time, and imagination. This is part of his backyard. Here he is on our annual exhibit, standing with his trees. More photos from his backyard. More ironwood, more Suriname cherries. Some bonsaiists like to have a very small number of trees that they pay very big attention to. Every little detail, a high maintenance trees. Mr. Teshima had a very large number of trees, very large number of different species, and pretty high maintenance too. He was growing everything possible and impossible for his climate. But nothing was impossible for him. As they say in English, he had a green thumb. Mr. Masaki Teshima, Sensei. Sensei means master. When he could no longer see, others took over care of his plants, just like he took over care of plants of his father, who came here from Japan to work on a sugarcane plantation, and in free time started growing bonsais. Mr. Toshima not only made these bonsais, he also made bonsai pots and bonsai bowls and bonsai trays from concrete. He even made many of his bonsai tools. Working for sugarcane company in his youth, he was a metal worker for them, repairing, maintaining machinery. So he had a lots of know-hows, lots of skills. Sensei, Mr. Toshima. Now in his mid-90s.